Hello creative people, this is Catherine with aMotleyArt. In this video I'm creating two 6x6 layouts that is going to be a 2-page spread, with one side going to be more of a focal, more art journaly kind of page, and the other side having a spot for a photo. I am using the Wonderland collection by Close to My Heart. Please check out the description for more information about that collection. And as you can see, I started off with doing just a very little bit of stamping. I did basically, this is very monochromatic color scheme. And so I used Wisteria cardstock and I stamped with Wisteria ink on top of that in that one section. And I'm only doing it on this one side, which is going to be the left side of this spread out. So I really liked, though, how it came out. I think it's really cute. It just kind of gives you a little extra sense of snow, sparkle kind of to the layout. Now, I had this piece because this collection is a workshop, which is what I purchased, which is for a 12x12 layout, but I like to do 6x6, so I'm using those same elements, just in a slightly different way. So that little swooshy, airy type thing that they gave you, it was a cutout that you get with the workshop, and it pretty much was 12x12. So I cut it down in half. I'm going to use half on each side. And so I didn't do any stamping on this side because I'm going to put a photo spot there at the top where the stamping would have gone. So now I'm just putting them together so I can make sure that I get that kind of swirl there in the right spot so it'll read across the page really nicely. I like that look. It looks so nice. Even if you put these into page protectors, you can still get that real feeling of this being one flowing page versus two separate pages. So it really bring in some cohesiveness to this whole layout. So I am going to be using some stickers as well that are part of this collection, and I used a border sticker here at the top, and the inspiration piece had it going across both top pieces, but I didn't want it to go over my photo spot, so I just did it on that other portion, which is 3 inches, because it's basically half a sheet. And I really like how this came out. I think it really borders nicely, and it even kind of makes the photo area pop a little bit. And I think when you put a photo there, it's going to help it pop out a little bit because it isn't exactly the same as the rest of the top. So I wanted to use this large sticker, sentiment sticker, but I decided I wanted to have a little bit of more background to it. So I put it on some cardstock and I'm just cutting it out. And I just really tried to follow along with how it was cut out with the sticker. And I like how that came out. I think it really helps to pop that sentiment. And there's a couple of snowflake, starry type items that I'm going to put around in a couple of places. But before I did that, I decided to pop up my sentiment, so it will come out even a little bit more, pop out even a little bit more, which is always nice, right? You like it when our elements kind of really pop themselves out, draws the eye to that first, and then lets people's eyes linger across the rest of the composition. So I liked that little hat, and I added that there, and then I'm going to put on some of these stickers, and I do kind of play around these stickers for a little while, trying to get the placement just right. You know how that can be. Sometimes you put things down really easily, really quickly. You're just like, yep, that is exactly where it needs to go. And other times you have to play around with it for a little bit. So I make a little cluster there, just a small one. But I think it really, really helps to draw your eye across the 2 pages because I did make a nice visual triangle. So that's really pleasing to the eye. People really like it when you can do that type of thing. It's a very subtle visual triangle, but basically the snowflakes kind of work together, and then the sentiment works as your third point because they all have white backgrounds. So that's what's kind of unifying them into making this sort of visual triangle. And now I'm using some enamel dots that came with this particular collection, which I love. I wish Close to My Heart would do more enamel dots, just like in general. I wish you could get like all the colors or something. I just love them. But they did have one that coordinates very, very nicely with this. And what's great about their enamel dots is they're all colors that are in the color families. So even if you end up not using it or not using all of them with this particular paper pack, I mean, you know it has Wisteria in there, that light purple, so you can use it with something else that coordinates with that light purple, and so on and so forth. And then I did a few little rhinestones, and that ended my 2 pages. I thank you for watching my video, and I hope you have a creative day.